So, hello. Kill the audio. Not the audio. I don't want to kill the audio.
Ooh, we sound really loud.
Kill does, right? We'll turn it down.
Do we always sound like this in the headphones?
Yeah, we always do, yes.
It's been years.
So, welcome to Funky Frets TV World Headquarters. We are into September 14th, 2020. We're in Funky Frets Uke Fest mode, getting ready for the festival. And we have a special guest tonight, all from across the pond in London, Peter Moss, world renowned. I'll bring him in. We'll see how this goes. Hold on, let's find it.
I'll run and check audio.
All right. So here's Peter Moss. I'll unmute him and we'll talk and we'll say hello to Peter Moss. Say hello, Peter.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the stateside.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you very much.
Welcome, yeah. So, Peter is a world-renowned ukulele player from London. Been a lifelong musician. And I see we have Christopher Davis Shannon here too. That's pretty good. Another internationally known musician. Bunch of people tuning in. Very good. It's good to see these. So we'll dive right in. It's probably midnight in England now. So Peter has been a musician since the ripe young age of 8. Award-winning, won some awards early on. Mm-hmm. So we'll let him give you a little history of him, what he's up to, what he's playing. All right.
Oh, we have Christopher Davis Shannon says, hey,
so
Peter.
we have some questions. If you have any questions for Peter, just put them in the chat. We'll relay them. So, Peter, what the heck got you into ukulele?
Well, believe it or not, it was an accident. I didn't want to play the ukulele. I wanted to play the acoustic guitar because my late father, he played really well, although he would never admit to that. I would be around 6, 7, and whenever we used to have like dinner parties and things, friends would come round and his guitar would come out and he'd do a few tunes, and I was so envious of what he could do. And I thought one day I'm going to just book up enough courage and say, hey, can you show me how to do a few of those little shapes and things? Shapes. And anyway, my dad said, I was 7, and let me explain about how impossible it was. The acoustic guitar was a big Spanish guitar, and it was bigger than me. So if you stood it on the ground, it was taller than I was. The neck width was like that, it was huge. Yeah, so I couldn't get my hand round. I couldn't press the strings down. I couldn't stretch. It was impossible. And I just couldn't do it. And I felt so defeated. But my dad could see I was enthusiastic, and he'd come across a ukulele. And of course, for those that don't know, if I had a guitar around my neck now, and I was doing a bar on the 5th fret on a guitar, that is, yeah, the highest strings, yeah, are G, C, E, A. So his idea was if he can show me a few shapes, yeah, although they're the wrong names, at least he could show me some shapes on something small with the nylon strings, and that didn't need much effort to play. Then later on, I would ditch the uke and I'd just pick up the guitar, full time, and never look back at the ukulele. So it was an amazing thing. For my 8th birthday, my parents bought me one, and my dad showed me what he could do, and then he ran out of stuff. Then he introduced me to somebody else, who introduced me to somebody else, and it just kept on going. And then there were recordings. We remember records, don't we, Curt?
Yes, we do.
Yes. Yeah. My son's dead cool. He calls it vinyl. I said, son, they were records, First time round. And I remember for a Christmas present, I'd had one of these cassette recorders with a actual microphone that you could actually hold. And we went to this guy's house, and he got a mono record player where you put the record on and you put the lid down, and there was a speaker at the front. And me and my father, my late father, we went with this cassette recorder and microphone and recorded as many things as possible. Now, we didn't realize at the time, but I got a very good ear. So I could pick up things like age 12, like what Roy Smeck was doing and all that sort of stuff. And it didn't need to be written down. In fact, it confused me if it was written down. So, and once you got to know a few chords, you learn some more chords, and it just kind of snowballed, and competitions started. And I was playing for like under 12s, and I was doing basically playing chords and singing. But then there was a thing where you could actually do a competition where you had to play melody and chords together. And this was for all of England, and I was 12, and I played the last movement of the William Tell Overture. Yeah, at 12. Yeah, honestly,
Wow.
I did. Don't ask me to play it now.
Not taking requests.
Yeah, right.
So I won. I mean, it was great,
Wow.
So and it was any age. That was the other thing. It wasn't 12 anymore. It was like any age. So there was some seasoned guys there, very good players, and they showed me all sorts of things in years to come. Triples and offbeats and accents and substitute chords, and you know how it goes. You bump into somebody else, you learn a new trick.
Yeah.
And it carried on until I was about, I'd say, 16. And I'd basically had enough. Now, I don't want to sound ungrateful to my father when I said that, but there was nowhere else to go. There was no internet, there was no YouTube, there was no social media, there was no nothing. Apart from leaving the country and flying, say, to America or something like that, there was nothing else left in the UK. There were Ukulele Society that met twice a year in London, and there was the George Formby Society. Do you know about George Formby?
Yes, of course, yes.
Yeah. So, and he was like a Lancashire sort of comedian, and he had a brilliant right hand. But once I'd learnt that, once I'd done all the stuff with the Ukulele Society down in London, when you'd done it for 4 years, you'd done it, So I stopped, much to my dad's dismay. But I picked up a guitar and I fell in love with it, because I could do this, and with the extra bass I could have with those, the E and A strings, and all the jazz chords started coming in then. So yeah, I ditched the uke completely at 16, and going forward, I only picked it up again. Wait for it, 2013 was when I picked it up again. Yes, so there's around a 35-year break.
Wow.
But you still stayed in music in that gap, right? Did you?
Oh, sure. I was playing saxophone and keyboards. I was in various groups. I became group arranger because I always had this good ear, so I could actually say, well, this is your part, that's your part, that's your part, and so forth. And it was great to be able to have that on top of the ukulele, because you can't just survive a musical career with a uke. You've got to have that background knowledge of what everything else does.
Right, yeah, right, yeah. The more well-rounded you are, the more
Yeah.
success you'll have, and the
Yeah.
more you'll want to be able to do it. That's really cool, right? So 2014, the uke bug hit again, right?
Yeah, for me it did. Yeah, I didn't have a uke that was playable. There was one in the attic that had been up there for years and years and years. And my wife said to me, "Look, I'll buy you a uke." She gave me a budget. and I bought an Ibanez ukulele. It was electroacoustic. I think in pounds, it was about £130. And it was great, the fact that you could plug this thing in. So I'd got a couple of amps and things from when I was playing guitar. And it was like, wow, this is amazing, to actually pick it up again. But all the stuff I'd learnt on the guitar, all the jazz chords and the theory and all that stuff, basically I could then use in the second coming of the ukulele for me, so it would be nice to be able to do, all the jazz stuff, it came from the guitar basically. So had I have never done the guitar, I wouldn't be playing what I'm playing now. So.
Right, yeah, I found out the same thing myself. The added thing of, your palette of range really gets shrunk, and ends up being a little bit harder on ukulele than guitar. Can't just jump to a different set of strings, right?
Limited.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty cool. So you're staying,
please.
So you're staying pretty busy, back doing festivals, I see.
Post COVID. So this year alone has been like Berlin, Germany, Poznan, Poland, Monopoly, Italy. In a few days' time, I'm off to the Czech Republic to do a ukulele retreat. I'm back for 2 weeks, and then I think it's off to Houston, Texas, and then also Austin, Texas.
Wow.
So.
Wow. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The stars didn't align to have you this year at the Uke Fest, but we had a bigger
venue.
Right?
Bigger venue. Christopher Davis Shannon says, do you prefer Tessie O'Shea or George Formby?
I would say Formby, just for the fact that Tessie O'Shea was a brilliant entertainer, but Formby's right hand was just phenomenal, what he could do. All these things called the split stroke and the, you could narrow it down to 6 or 7 patterns, but what he was able to do, some of those patterns went over 2 bars, and he'd say, I'm going to use the first part of pattern 1 and I'm going to use the last part of pattern 2, or the first part of 3 and the last part of pattern 5. And what happens after a while is you go on autopilot, and that's when it sounds impressive. And you pick the speed up and you do a thing called basically it's like a flick. Do you want me to show you?
Yeah, demo, sure, yeah. Demo.
Yeah, so I don't know how loud this is. Is that all right?
Yep, I'll control the volume here, you're fine.
Okay, so basically you could go like this. Then what you were able to do was to put an extra flick in it, so you go to... Is that sounding all right to you?
That sounds good, yeah. Coming
excellent.
Loud and
so
clear.
You speed that up, you go... That was just a quick demo of how Formby would actually do his stuff, and it's all right hand and amazing stuff.
Yeah, it's funny. They always say Formby, he didn't travel pretty much. He never made it to the U.S., and Elvis never made it to the UK and Europe. So they were like, they were like major stars in their own worlds, right?
They didn't have to cross territories.
Yeah, didn't cross the pond.
Christopher said, clean them windows.
Clean them windows. A reference to George Formby there, right? Yep.
Yeah. There's 2 tunes which everybody knows in the UK. One is called When I'm Cleaning Windows, and the other is called Leaning on a Lamppost.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
And those are the biggies, that people would know if you mentioned his name. But like I say, George was brilliant with his right hand, but he never played the melody. Whenever he did a break, it was the orchestra that carried any melody. Or he would sing the tune, but he never actually played melody. And I met a guy who could actually put the 2 things together. I'd say when I was about 10, and it was amazing because if I was doing, say, Bye Bye Blues, and I was just let me turn my headphones out. So if I was singing, I could go Bye Bye Blues. Sort of thing, probably an octave higher. But then he showed me how to do. doubles and the triples and everything. And it was amazing then to go. And so on and so forth.
Yeah, right, yeah, it's funny. That's pretty interesting when you're going really fast with the flicks. I would actually tell my students, if you want to look like you're playing fast, just record it on video. It looks like you're flying, your fingers, right?
Yeah.
The video can't keep up with the speed of strumming, right?
Yeah. Well, of course, Chris does all that stuff, and he does it very well indeed.
Yeah,
you know,
he has he did a Formby book, I think, right?
Yeah. I think recently I saw a video. I think there was a series of videos he did showing the split stroke and the various ways you could use these patterns. But he's a great player and a good friend.
Yeah, we're having him at our festival coming up, so everybody tuned in. Right?
Yeah.
And,
he owes me $10 for that little mention there. So.
And if he sells X amount of merch at the
That's
festival, he owes a little more.
Checks in the mail.
That's it.
Do you want to tell us about your uke, and do you have a little tune to play for us?
Yeah. So this, I'm honoured to be part of the Flight Ukulele Company, and been with them now for 3 years. And then a year ago, they spoke to me about if they would make a signature uke with my name on it. It was like wow, And absolutely. So there's the name. It's only small, but it's there.
Nice. Wow. Very good. Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I had a big say in the finish and the woods and everything. So basically, this particular one's a spruce top, mahogany backsides, mahogany neck, and satin neck. So it's not slippy and that. But I love the Flight headstock as well. That's great. A little cutaway. So I mean, it's just got everything. But the first ones, the prototypes, didn't look like this. They were more stealthy. They were more black. Wow. And we realised that, with the spruce wood, it did have grain in it, and you couldn't see it.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, the CEO's other half said, well, what if we start black on the outside and we kind of go sort of more grey to the inside?
Yeah, it's sharp looking.
And I thought, well, it's a great idea.
Yeah,
but I got a name for it because remember... Les Paul, the Les Paul guitar, and they did the sunburst with the dark red, and as you went in towards the middle, it went sort of yellowy, didn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I've nicknamed this the moonburst.
Yeah, that's a classic jazz guitar finish. The old orange tops were always like Tobacco Sunburst or some fancy name. I had a couple of those. L5 had an L5 once.
Great.
West Montgomery model. That was that. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Yeah, play us a little tune.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go. Very nice. We put the
Yes.
applause soundtrack on. Very nice,
Thank you.
very nice.
Awesome.
Wow, you are a low G or high G guy?
Hi, G.
High G. Is that tenor?
It's concert.
Concert,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's funny you should say because literally 2 days ago I've just had a tenor made at the same style and everything, and that will be low G. It's going to come into the into my gigs. So I'll be playing concert most of the time because the high G is what I'm used to.
Right.
You know, so.
Very
But
nice.
Yeah.
I just love it. You know, hopefully it's coming across okay on the internet.
Oh,
but,
sounds gorgeous.
Yeah, it sounds
gorgeous.
good.
Do you know
It's
what?
always hard to tell the scale with the
yeah.
bigger headstock.
Do you know what pickup is in it? Do you know?
it's just something that Flight put in. Yeah, it's an active, so it's got volume and tone, so you can mess about
Nice.
with that. So, but it's quite good if you've got an average amp because you don't need a DI to boost it or anything. It's
Right.
got
Yeah.
plenty of punch in it, you know. So
Very, very nice. Sounds
Thank you.
great.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Do you have the chats up or on your end there, Peter?
No, it
or-
doesn't.
No,
No.
so if it could feedback
Yeah,
anything,
we
you know,
got,
who's got a question.
Jim Brady, wow, come to Boyertown, Peter.
Yeah, we're going to get
Oink,
him here.
oink,
He'll
oink.
be here sometime. We're working on it.
Nani says gorgeous sound. I said that weird. Sorry, gorgeous sound.
Christopher says, giving me some chemo hussy vibes with that arrangement. That's what I noticed. With
Oh,
the,
that's a compliment.
Thumb and
Yeah.
the fingers going. Yep. Very nice.
Yeah.
And then Facebook, we got Linda K said lovely. My mom in the other room said well
Nice.
done.
Hey, Mom.
You have potential, kid. I hope it's like the it's like the Beatles on the rooftop. Well, I hope you passed the audition, right? Right.
Yeah, the Lowry say aloha. Cool.
That's very
Very
good.
nice. Thanks for everyone tuning in.
Yep, we know you're doing the musician thing, so you're up past midnight now. So thanks for
He seems to be
zooming in.
He
Yes.
seems to be up quite late. He
Yeah,
tunes
I know,
in
yes,
quite
yeah, right.
frequently on Funky Frets TV. So thank you.
Yeah, I must admit, I usually go to bed around 1:30,
Yeah.
and this is a good time for me normally just to work out new arrangements because the phone isn't going, and you know you can just focus on the uke.
Nice.
But I must admit, I do start doing something now in my senior years because often I'm working stuff out and I'm absolutely thrilled with it, you know, and it'll probably spend 2 hours on it and I'm literally falling asleep with the ukulele in my hand. What I have to do now is record it or remember to record
Yes.
it. Then the next day where you can say, you know, oh, at least I've got some record because there's been so many
Yeah.
times where I've done it on the late session and you think, where
Yeah,
did it
right?
start?
I've done that. Yeah. It's like,
So when you tune in and watch Funky Frets TV, are we like the late night infomercial
yeah.
over in the UK?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And for two easy payments, you can buy.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
The Ronco stutter of the yeah.
Debbie
Selling
Velasco,
kitchen gear.
Debbie teaches hula and lei at our festival. She says, sounds like her late husband falling asleep with a uke in her hand.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what's lovely about the uke. It's so small, portable. You can take it anywhere.
Yeah.
You're hooked on it, right?
Can I give Gaithersburg Festival a mention?
Sure, definitely.
Yes,
yeah.
I wasn't sure of the date, so I didn't want to say
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, I've got it in front of me here.
good,
So it's
good.
March 17th through to 18. That's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 2023, of course. Yeah, I mean, he has some great lineups. I mean, I was so disappointed and saddened that I caught COVID and couldn't make it, you know,
Last
and
year,
I was due to come
right,
to you as well following
Yeah,
it,
right.
you know.
Yeah, you were going to be here in March. You and
Yeah. So, but you know, hopefully we can do after Gaithersburg. I can be with you in person and with
Yeah,
Chris.
definitely.
And,
We'll
Yeah,
do like
so-
with Christopher, yourself, myself. We'll do a little mini jazz fest or something for the day.
yeah.
Put
yeah.
together something nice.
That'd be cool.
Fabulous.
Tim
Yeah.
And
McGovern.
we'll do like a jazz gig. We'll do a hour-long set and only play 2 songs.
Yeah.
Tim McGovern said, thanks for sharing.
Yes.
So you got some nice
Yeah.
comments.
Yeah.
here in
No
chat.
problem. I think Keith is about somewhere. He said he'd be trying to have a listen tonight, sort of thing,
Yeah.
or this evening for you, not tonight.
Oh yes, yeah. We have a lot of people that will catch us in the morning on the replay of YouTube or something. So
we're big on the replays. Yeah.
Well, it's nice finally getting in touch with you.
Christopher said something you'll probably laugh at. I don't get it, but he says as long as one of the tunes isn't Misty, Curt.
Yeah, that's the first tune I ever really learned. But I worked so much on the AA section. I still suck on the B section.
One day I'm going to finish Misty.
I'm gonna get it, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I
Well,
could do it. I could stumble through by ear now, but before it was like I just flat out couldn't do it.
Do you want me to play you out?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
we do stick around. We have some more things
play
after
us
Peter,
and
but
we'll-
you can play your segment out for sure.
Sure, yeah, okay then. Hey.
Very, very appropriate for a new season coming up, right? Autumn Leaves. Love that song.
It was almost planned.
Yes. I think I did that on my jazz guitar trio CD. I have to look at it. I don't remember. I remember I did do it with a 5/4 intro, which is pretty cool. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you down the Ukulele Road, I'm sure.
Thank you.
So
for
thank
coming
you
on.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
It was a treat. All right. So back to the news. Back to the news. Very nice having
Yes.
Peter Moss on and some new people tuning in. Hope they continue to tune in.
Now can I do the
We'll
national
be having
days?
some other guests
Yeah, hold on.
coming up in the future, and make sure you come to our festival because we're having Christopher Davis Shannon, Gwendolyn Fitz, a couple other people. So now we have some
Similar style
news.
to Peter, right?
Oops, careful,
Can I
TJ.
finally say national days now?
You want to
National Days.
tell Peter he can log off if he doesn't want to
Yeah.
stay up any later? He can
How can I
watch the
song?
paper in the Zoom chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, the first, so national days, September 14th. The national days are National Cream Filled Donut Day, National Eat a Hoagie Day, National Live Creative Day, National Parents Day Off Day, National Sober Day,
Sober day.
What the heck's that?
We'll talk later.
National
Virginia.
Virginia.
Thank you.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah.
But once for Mom, it's never a day off. If you have Allie,
What are you talking about?
what Parents Day Off Day?
Oh, Parents' Day. I missed that one. Parents' Day off.
Wow.
Goodbye. I'm taking the
With
day
Al-
off.
With Allie, you
Taking the
never
day
get a
off.
day off. With Allie, you never get a
Very
day
cool.
off.
All right, now, what
Wait,
was it? Did
he's
you
got
get-
his joke.
all right.
A person at a store asks me if donuts are healthy. I don't know, but I never met a sick one in my entire life.
Nice.
What?
What does that mean?
I don't get
I
that one.
don't know either.
Mom, you're supposed to tell good jokes. Darn
Right.
it.
I wasn't paying
So,
attention. We did that National Day.
That was yesterday.
Oh, it was. Darn.
Yesterday was National Bald is Beautiful Day.
Right.
Yes.
National Cream-Filled Donut Day.
So
Sorry.
yesterday,
Yeah.
Mr. Clean is my reference for National Bald Day, and hey, there's
You may recognize somebody else.
our Maryland rep.
No, Papa's not quite 100%
Almost.
bald yet.
Almost.
Can't include me in National Bald Day.
Stop.
Stop. All right. So we've got. All right, are
Now
you
it's
done?
time for my
your
I got
trivia.
told
Okay,
trivia.
go ahead.
Jeez.
Trivia.
How many donuts are made in the U.S. each year?
Ooh,
let's
give-
type
let's
it
give him a
in.
minute.
Type it
All
in.
right,
Give me a
we're gonna
minute.
do the end of the show. You come back, right?
Okay, how about I just tell them now because sometimes when
We'll let
Ah,
'em guess.
people like to guess.
Yeah, let them guess.
yeah, I'm waiting. No, this is
Let's tell
just
'em
a
later
step
on.
stool.
All right.
Not that tall.
Tweaking the lights.
Oh, TJ's so tall. Yeah, he's on a
Yeah.
step stool, but he is
Now
getting tall.
now I'm normal size.
Yes.
So, we have
You guys
a lot of new inventory coming in, getting ready for the Uke Fest. But Tim said not enough donuts are
There-
made. Not
There
enough
is the
donuts are made. That's
inventory.
good.
Came in today.
Some of
Boxes
it.
and boxes.
That's some. I kept calling my mom. Can I order from here? Can I order from here?
Yeah.
And she'd say, I guess. I guess.
We have other news.
We do have other news.
Show,
We have a
wanna
lot of
show?
news. Yep, sure, good.
We're going to be, I just heard today, Keystone Riverfront Festival, Royersford, PA.
So a local shop opened up a year ago in a few towns down, and I bought a kayak last summer, so I had to buy a life jacket. So I found this place, Land and Sea, had just opened up, and I went and I said, hey, if you ever want to cross promote, you know, we have outdoor ukuleles that would be good. With kayaking, we have a lot of our uke friends do kayak trips every week, and they play their uke. So I was like, if you know, I threw it out there and didn't hear from him. And then he called a few weeks ago and he said, hey, I'm having my 1 year anniversary. Do you want to have a table, maybe play some music?
Yeah.
So we said, sure. So we
Nice.
will be there.
Does
And it's
Mal
free.
do that and Steve?
Yeah, I'll have to
Montgomery?
message them.
Nice.
I'll have to see. Yeah, so we'll have more details on that.
And also,
Now, this is a conflict with our jam, too,
yes,
but
so come to our jam.
if you
Or go down
come
there
to
if
our
you
gym
want.
or go to
Yeah.
this
We
gym.
won't be upset if you go down to Avalon.
We will not be upset if you go to Avalon. We would love to be back at the beach one more time, but
As
what did
you
we
drop-
do in
yeah.
June? We went to their jam. May or
Yes,
June
yeah.
we went to their
Yeah, I have
jam.
a
It's always a
picture of
nice
that, look.
time.
There's the last one we went to. It was pretty nice. Get a picture in the Avalon boat. The TJ and Allie's commercial. You play that.
Hey, you.
Yeah, what?
Hey, you.
That's in the
Right, Allie? Well, it'd be funner if we had an outdoor ukulele.
Back.
Get it?
There you
Mom
go.
said she might go to Avalon, and I guess we'll be here for our jam.
Darn, okay. And also in other news, one of our attendees,
The
artists,
artists.
yep, Gwendolyn Fitz, just released an EP. They'll be available at the festival. You can get them now. I'm a Dreamer. She's from Brooklyn, New York.
Yes.
I think she was Midwest originally, right?
Yep.
Very nice.
And I think we announced this a few weeks ago, but did we announce Bill Wynn? He's gonna have 2 CDs,
Yes.
new release available. Hopefully, knock on wood, it'll be like within a day or so.
Nice. Right? Wow. Everybody's releasing CDs.
Hey,
Okay.
Robin.
Christopher Davis, Shannon,
Long time no
when's
see.
your CD coming out?
Yeah. Is he still watching?
I know you did a donut
Oh,
guess.
Nani, I just saw your comment right now.
56 million. Ooh.
Nani, I don't know if you said the Bill comment first or if I said the comment.
Yeah.
I looked down and I was like, hey, wait, I just said that.
Now, Christopher Davis Shannon,
Ooh.
affectionately called CDS. CDS says he's to have a new vinyl record for us.
Wow. Breaking.
Very good. Breaking news,
That's exciting.
right? Yeah. I'm glad records are coming back because I'll use my reference for students when they practice. You have to practice like you sound like a broken record. Just do things over and over and over until you get it right.
Yeah. Oh, he says it comes out in November, but he'll have a few pre-release copies.
Ooh, nice, very nice.
That's exciting.
There's gonna be some good stuff happening at
That
the old...
wait, when you said you reference broken record to your students and they don't know what you're talking about, like when they say, "What's that?" with the sharp sign,
Yeah.
or like, "What's the hashtag
What's the
sign?"
Hashtag B.
With
Hashtag B hashtag. Can you play a
That'd
B
be sharp.
hashtag chord?
That would be sharp, folks.
Right? Yeah.
Oh yes. So yes, we got a lot of new stuff. We will show you some of it, not
There
all
you
of
go,
it though,
yeah.
because we will be here all night if we do.
Yeah, because we're going long today, which is good.
Oh, Debbie already reserved
Well, we
her
have
Bill Wynn
guests.
CDs. Nice.
Whoa, yeah, I'm sure we'll have a bunch. Ooh, the
New
Kala
Kala.
solid body.
Flamed
Very
maple.
nice. Active electronics. This has a nice bound fingerboard. I don't know what kind of wood it is. It looks
Flamed
like
maple. Oh, the
that's
fingerboard.
the top
Yeah.
is a flamed maple.
We haven't had these. We haven't had
They're
these
brand
before,
new.
so I
These
don't
are
know.
brand new.
Comes with a nice gig bag. Ooh.
These solid body uke is really good to have at home. I have a Pono solid body at home, Mango, and it's great for you can play in the same room as the family. You're not that loud, but it won't kick you out. So you can do your practice while you're watching the Hallmark Channel. That's what I have to watch all the time.
You have no. You don't have to. He was here working with me one night.
I never watched
Mom
the
was at
Hallmark
home.
Channel without
You
him.
said, "Ooh, I gotta go." When Calls the Heart
That's
comes
a
on at
different-
8.
That's one channel. You get sucked in, but all the other Hallmark Channel stuff.
I was like, "What? We're working."
As long as I get to see the scene where she falls off the ladder and the guy catches her, that's in every movie.
Oh, that's in every
It'd be like the COVID cartoon I saw on Twitter was a man standing in a picture window and had a sign that says, "Help! I'm being held by Hallmark Channel." But this is really nice. So like. Nice.
Can I answer the question
Yes,
now?
you can
There's more
answer.
here.
How many donuts are
Can we
made
give
in the
you
U.S.
some?
How
every
many
year?
donuts are made in the U.S.? We had a couple guesses.
Wait,
756
wanna hear their
million.
guesses?
Sure.
1 billion, Jim Brady.
Tim
CDS
Govern said not enough.
756
Then
million.
there must be a lot of Dunkin' Donuts if there's that
Naughty
many.
what
said
is
too
it?
many.
So
One dozen.
over 10 billion
10
donuts are made
billion.
in the U.S.
Look who
each
did it.
year. No, I said
Amy McGovern had 10
over.
million. We have a winner.
over.
Over.
10
Over.
billion.
Oh, over.
Ooh, over.
Well, you're
Mom-
closest without going
Yeah.
over.
Mom made sure to say, over
Yeah.
10 million.
But when you go to the 10 billion donut store, they don't have the flavor you want.
Oh, that was probably really loud in the mic. Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on. I have to
Wait.
say something about this one before you take
Wait,
over.
can I quickly say something?
Yes.
Type in chat, what's your favorite kind of donut? Mine is
Ooh.
a chocolate donut with cream in it.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. I like
I'm-
cream
Filled
donuts.
chocolate covered
I'm
donut.
boring, and I just like plain, maybe glazed, but I don't know.
Maple glaze is nice.
So this one is discontinued, but I scooped this up because I love that. I love the shape of the cover. And it's a blemish model, well, blem model, but I've been looking at it and I cannot find. So this will be discounted a little bit.
I think the
can't find
blend is
any.
the person playing it.
It's not. These are just out of the box today, so they were tuned, and that's.
Very
once.
nice. It was tuned in China, but it didn't quite
No, I
hold.
tuned them again, but
Oh,
it
yeah.
didn't. That was 4 hours ago.
Comes with the nicer Aquilas, slotted headstock. Very nice.
Yeah, that is a nice one.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff in here
Yeah.
now. And remember, you can never have too many ukuleles. Never too many ukuleles. Yeah, mango is nice. They taste good too. They're nice for wood. Luckily, the ukulele is not stuck in the traditional guitar luthier wood making thing.
I
What
think
we
there's
got
one
here?
of the silica balls fell into
That's
the.
all right. This almost looks like the color they used on those Epiphone overbuilt ukuleles.
But it's not overbuilt.
This is nice. You know what this is like? The old Western Super 400 guitars. I love this finish. Look at this. Man, oh man, it's nice. See our ring light. See what it is.
So that's the
These
flame
are
maple
nice.
cherry burst.
These are nice, solid headstock. Nice gear tuners. Look at those tuners. Very nice.
I like it. They have like the antique finish.
Kala's doing, yeah.
Yeah, Kala's stepping up their game.
Yeah, right. Lots of good stuff. Oops.
A little felt left on that thing.
Felt left.
So that's only a little taste. We've got a ton more.
Yes.
Are we telling our UkeFest surprise new edition, or are we waiting on that?
What's that?
Okay.
I don't know. Ask Mom. Go out and ask Mom and
find
come
out.
back in.
Workshop selections were sent out.
Yes.
We got a lot back. Thank you. Almost half, I think I would say, are back in already within 24 hours. It was funny seeing like within the first hour they were out. I was like, the Google form was like bling 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 bling.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. So we are very excited for UkeFest. We do, like we said, we got some surprises coming.
Nice.
Some will be revealed ahead of
'Cause
time.
this is the Roaring 20s.
Some
so
you gotta
dress
just
up.
be
have a
there.
Hat
Yes.
contest. Yes.
So
Check out the website.
someone called. I won't reveal their name if they want it to be a surprise, but they got their pinstripe suit ready to go.
Ooh.
So that's exciting. I like when people get into it.
I'm going to have to make it down to the Zoot Suit store.
Yeah.
Zoot Suit store. I don't have a Zoot Suit. All right.
I don't know. Kendra says she's the flame maple Kala. It's her favorite uke.
Speaking of the festival, this weekend we're having a rehearsal.
Oh, our jam, yes.
Yes. We're going to do the song to open up the festival. One of them, "Ain't Misbehavin'." Now, when I originally played it, and I have a version of it up there like that, we have some very super fancy jazz chords that I will probably be playing. We'll be going over how we're going to be comping through it so that we all sound together as a nice ensemble. If you're ambitious, you can do the fancy jazz version I'll be doing. I have a nice intro and ending we're doing. If not, you can do the easy open position version, and I'll give you some tips on how to get through that. It's pretty easy. Basic open position chords that you know, a couple maybe not. All right. And then also, it's on the website, learningukulele.com. And then if you need the lyrics, there's a Muse score file with a sample bass line. It's just a very rudimentary bass line, but you can hear the melody and the background chords, piano in this case, and the bass line to get an idea how it's going to sound. Again, as usual on learningukulele.com, there's more information than you'll ever need about the song or why I picked certain chords. The whole goal is to make people sound together, but there is the videos. I did a video playing the versions of the chords. Ain't Misbehaving, easy version, open position chords, 4 to the floor. Yep, Freddie Green stroke style. Each one down lightly. Jump ahead. A, B. Right, and then of course I show this version too. We're going to do it at that nice slow tempo. So, as anybody that does videos and online content, this simple little song that lasts under 2 minutes has about 6 hours or more into putting the content up online or more. There's a lot involved.
Yeah.
But I even have a third way people can do it, so pretty much anybody can get up there and be able to do it. But we gotta be at a rehearsal, and there'll be a small one right before we go on, because traditionally, comping accompaniment was one chordal instrument that did it, and you wouldn't know what the rhythm is. You might know the harmony, the chords, but you couldn't anticipate when the hits were or nothing. But when you get a bunch of ukulele players together, key word, we have to be together. So that's what we're working on, and I have definitely a way of doing it. All right?
We will see.
Yeah, we'll find out.
The
I will be the benevolent dictator, making all final decisions harmonically, rhythmically.
Yeah. The Kendra asked how late the late night jams go at the festival. So as soon as
Midnight.
well, yeah, but as soon as we leave the church, people head right over here. Some stay for a little bit, some stay the whole time, but they do go till midnight.
Yeah, they go pretty long.
Yeah, which Friday night, I mean, you have to be back up early on Saturday if you're hitting that 9 a.m. workshop.
Yep.
But Saturday, we have a little more wiggle room to sleep in. So, I mean, what did I say Saturday? Sunday, a little more wiggle room to sleep
Right,
in.
yes.
So,
Also, we want to make sure we do this. I forgot to do it earlier.
Jim Brady said he's going to bring a large stick to keep
Yeah.
everybody in line.
Yeah. Weather in Honolulu, Hawaii today is a heat wave. It went
Oh.
up from last week.
We didn't have our weatherman here
84.
today.
I know, yeah. Mr. Goodman is on vacation, I guess, again.
Again, he takes a
Yeah.
lot of vacay.
So 84 went up. I had to change it from 83. It's pretty
Oh,
much
wait, Mom
always
had
in
some good
80s.
news. Is she sharing her? Mom, are you sharing your little bit of good news today you had? Are you sharing your little good news story today? What?
What?
All right.
We'll share
Show's
it.
coming. So that was weird. I thought that we paused, but I was looking at
No,
the
you
other
looked
video.
wrong screen.
I keep doing this. It's a bad habit.
Yeah.
They're not even falling down. Last week I was away, and I was making a rolling pin, wood turning, and I meant to, all day today. I was like, grab the rolling pin, grab the rolling pin, grab the rolling pin.
Got it, yeah.
So maybe next week I'll show you my masterpiece,
Ooh.
or we shall try to make something with it and see if it holds up well enough.
What the heck are you gonna make with it?
It's just a rolling pin.
Like cookies.
I don't know, pizza
You're
with
gonna
our
make cookies.
pizza
Yeah.
ovens. My
I thought you were
sister.
gonna make it into something.
I
Oh,
don't
look at
know.
this.
My sister got us fancy pizza ovens for Christmas, so maybe I'll
Wow.
try it with the pizza oven.
Here, we can congratulate ourselves. We got a congratulations message from Restream that we have 100 messages
Oh,
today
in
in
the
our
chat.
chat. Very
Ooh,
good.
Nice, thank y'all.
It's only happened a couple times
So-
before.
Little bit of pick me up. You got a nice little
I have a little story.
good thing happened today. Nice.
I took my mom to the eye doctor,
Which
which
she, if you don't know her, how old is
Yeah.
she?
she's 94.
95. She's
No,
going to
no,
be in
don't-
December.
you
I
don't
know,
rush it.
You don't push
yeah.
grandmom's
The end of December
year.
Yeah,
is her
29th,
birthday.
Yep.
So I'm like germ like a phobe. Like,
Germ like a phobe. It'd be germaphobe would be the
Yeah.
full word.
So this place
Her and
is
Kelly, oh
packed.
my God,
we
yeah.
got chair to chair. I'm like, I'm not sitting down. There's no way my arms are touching someone else's arms. No, So we went through that whole thing. So I got anxiety. I got a headache. I said to my mom, she loves these roast beef sandwiches from Arby's. So I said, do you want one? Oh, I'd love to have one. So I go into the drive-through line, order her sandwich. We get around to pay for it, and the lady says, "Here
We're
you
out
go."
of roast beef.
No,
Okay.
that's usually my problem.
Yeah,
She says,
right.
"Here you go. The lady in front of you paid for it."
What?
So
Wow,
that was like
nice.
so nice of her.
Did you
to do that.
cry?
Pay forward.
Stuff like that makes me
Yeah.
cry. When it
I
happens
did.
to me. Like
But
that.
I honked
Full
my
and
horn,
sitting.
and we both waved to her, and she waved
Aw.
back. So
He's like,
Wow.
"Hey, why are you honking at
It was
me?
very
I'm
nice.
driving."
What was it? I forget what I was gonna say.
it was a
Imagine
good
if-
story.
That was yes.
Imagine if it was a whole different person
Yep.
and you just waved
Right.
at
Oh, you
them.
waved at the
Cool.
wrong person. And the other person's
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Right.
hi."
It was the right. We got her.
Used to be able to do that at toll booths. Somebody pay. And you can't do it now with Easy Pass.
Remember that
pretend I
time we
do.
were
No, I'm
passing
kidding.
money to your brother
Yeah,
as we're going down
yeah.
the
Across
Schuylkill?
the bridge to Ben Franklin or whatever, trying to pass money out the car. Like,
Keep the car steady.
Oh my! While you were driving,
Mm-hmm.
kids at home, do not do that. Jeez,
Don't do
Louise.
that.
yeah.
You can now you can toss your
Yeah.
Easy Pass into the.
What could have happened?
That's what you
didn't.
could do now. You could drive through with the Easy Pass and toss it out the sunroof to your.
Yeah, but it's not registered to the other car.
Oh yeah.
All right, so remember now, we'll get back on track. Finish-
Darn, I had
wind
something
up the
good to
show.
say. I forget.
Yeah.
Oh, Kendra,
Okay.
yes, you'll be arriving late. Yeah, so if it's, I'd say what after 10 o'clock, come
Yeah.
to the music store probably.
Yep,
Or I'll give
after
you my
10.
cell phone. You can text. Hopefully, maybe I can
Right, yeah.
tell you where to go.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
there's
all right.
something down there. Thank you, Peter, for coming on. It was
Yep.
lovely chatting with you.
CDS,
Chris,
Nani,
yes,
Chris.
everyone
Keith,
tuning in.
thank you. Come back again. We'll have good
Kendra and
stuff.
Helen and Tim,
Yes.
thank you
Peter
for.
Moss.
Wait, no, I'm saying
Oh.
those three. Thank you for. They're watching right now. Thank you for putting your workshop selections in so quickly.
Yep, we'll be working here. So now remember, I gotta get the background music going, right?
Sure.
So remember, be like our famous ukulele players, the Beatles. Carry your uke with you everywhere. There's a lot of famous uke players there. We gotta get more online, right?
Wait.
What?
Wait. Oh wait, you have a lesson coming in, but we didn't even show our pickleball photos.
Oh no, I gotta show them next week.
Jeez.
All right.
I think I put them on Facebook, but
We'll do some
And-
workshops coming up soon.
real quick, Curt did use his handmade custom Ko'olau as a pickleball paddle.
It works. It works. You just don't go. You could not go for the slam.
You
No
know,
way, no slam. You had to
a
just
ball
lightly.
rolled out to where we were playing, and he grabbed
Yeah.
it and just lobbed it back. And it's like,
Yeah, we played a gig in between a bunch of pickleball things. Looks like a fun game. We should do it.
we should try it.
So
we have a lot of
remember- Yeah.
youth group members that play pickleball. So we should-
Yeah. So remember to be like our busking for Stitch You, Toby. Stitch.
One week you'll get that right.
I won't get it right. Right. We have a bunch of fans, bunch of feline and canine fans. Remember, tune your ukes. If you don't have a tuner, we can get them here at the Funky Festival.
Yes.
Added that in. From World Headquarters, Third Rock from the Sun, Funky Frets, Boyertown Pa. All right.
Yes.
The
Thanks
Funky
for tuning
Frets
in.
crew. We need a new
Say it
photo.
again. You knew you were gonna
Yeah,
say.
I
it.
always need a new photo.
All right.
All right.
Have a good night. See you next
Thanks
week.
for tuning in. Thanks.